Here's something super interesting to think about. Over the next decade, or maybe 2 decades on the outside, pet health insurance providers are going to assume the dominant role in determining which breeds are popular or unpopular with the pet owning public. And here's why I say that. I made a video a couple of weeks ago about pet health insurance, and so people were, commenting a lot on that video about their premiums and about what insurance companies they liked, and a lot of people were sending me emails. And one of the things that I thought was very interesting is that pet healthcare providers and insurance companies are working together to aggregate information related to the overall breed health, and that information is being used to determine premiums, right? And so I've been hearing for years about arguments about what dog was the healthiest, what lived the longest, which ones were most prone to cancer or hip dysplasia or eye problems or elbow problems. And for the most part, I just chalk that up to beer talk, right? Because everybody has an opinion, and that opinion is based on some anecdotal evidence because they've been in a breed for a while and maybe they know a couple of dozen people that have similar dogs, okay? But listen, guys, these insurance companies, they keep really precise records because they have big money on the line, and they're in the business of taking money, not giving money away. Okay, so over the course of just, I really think maybe even 5 years, the insurance companies are going to have aggregated the information related to breed health to such a point that you will be able to, as a consumer, just simply look at insurance premium prices and get a perfect idea of which dogs are going to be the healthiest for the longest. And no longer will it be beer talk. No longer will somebody be talking about Bob down the road that had a dog that lived to be 15 and was healthy his whole life, right? You're going to just call up the insurance company and you're going to say, hey, I'm thinking about getting breed X, Y, or Z, and they're going to tell you, okay, well, here are the differential premium rates. For the first breed, it's $100 a month. For the next breed, it's $200, and for the next breed, it's $500. Well, as people become more and more comfortable with the idea of having pet health insurance, guess what? If they're already paying a lot for a puppy, they're not going to be wanting to get on the line for $200, $300, $400 a month, right? That's going to definitely alter their perception of what dogs, are suitable companion animals. Okay, and what got me to thinking about that, I'm going to ride this bike around and I'm going to see if these dogs will come follow me. But I have a couple of dogs. I have a Catahoula leopard dog, and I have a kind of a farm dog, a dog that I breed myself by matching German Shepherds, Dutch Shepherds, Malinois, just that general, European herding type together whenever I see one that I like, just to kind of keep me some guard dogs that I let out around the night. And between these two dogs, when I'm exercising the dogs that are here for boarding, they just never get tired. This Catahoula leopard dog that I'm fixing to show you, honestly, he's about 18 months old, and as far as I can tell, he's never even had a loose stool. He's never run a fever, he's never limped around like a lot of purebred dogs do. He just gets up every day and he goes and goes and goes. I start exercising dogs as soon as the sun comes up, and what happens is we go out, we ride the bike, or we go hiking, or we go over to the farm or something, and even my labs, which are pretty healthy, pedigree of labs, they have trouble keeping up all day. But not this Catahoula leopard dog, right? He just runs and runs and runs, and he never gets tired. And so I think about health insurance, he just doesn't strike me as the kind of dog that needs health insurance, right? So if I was an insurance provider and I was trying to insure dogs that never get sick, of course I'm gonna offer a low premium, okay? Now, if you remember from the health insurance video, I was talking about an Irish Wolfhound. Well, the Irish Wolfhound, when he's out here, I can't exercise him with the bike. He's just too fragile. Okay, so if I was an insurance provider, I would want to have a very high premium to cover the expected outlays of money over the course of the dog's life. Okay, so I'm just going to ride this bike around real quick and show you Hank in action. And this is no kidding, probably the 10th time that he's chased this bike today, right? And he just never gets tired. And I'm not telling you to go out and get a Catahoula leopard dog, because besides the fact that they're really high endurance animals and they're really, neat in a lot of ways, they're really not on average good house dogs. But it's just amazing that he's just so much more healthy than the other dogs that are here. you know. So that's just what I was, just a quick thing for you guys to think about. Post your thoughts in the comment section below and tell me whether or not it's a good thing that the pet health insurance providers are aggregating this information, and from now on it's not going to be beer talk. It's just going to be looking at the numbers. You know, actuaries are going to be telling you what breeds are the best breeds for your particular situation. And you know, once the actuaries get that information, then it's just a matter of typing into the AI, hey, what is the expected premium for this breed of dog over the course of his life? And bam, your options on what kind of dog you're going to get drastically change unless you're extremely wealthy. You know, so I just thought that was kind of neat. Now look, you would think he hasn't done a thing all day long. Now see this lab with us? He'll come out and he'll move around some, and he'll go to wherever we go, but like he does a lot of standing around. Not Hank. Hank is always on the move. And then this dog right here behind me, she's also on the move. But remember, this dog is a type of dog where I've bred German Shepherds and Dutch Shepherds and Malinois that I've liked over the years together. And I just kind of keep that line going. But these two dogs, out of all the dogs that are here for training, these are the only ones that no matter how many times that I go out and exercise, they're going to be able to keep up. And I personally think that like just a dog's general disposition towards exercise and being outside tells you a whole lot about their health. So I think already I know pretty much which dogs are good values in terms of their health. But, you know, that's just my opinion. And I've seen a lot of dogs, but I haven't seen the number of dogs that insurance companies have seen. Come on, Hank. But look, it's just all day, every day. Never comes up lame, never wants to sleep in the morning. He's just a brick. Come on, let's go. What are you doing, Hank? It's a good boy, Hank.